Hi friends, Shayla here. So let's talk about what I plan on reading in the month of October. Obviously in this video we're going to be talking about my October reading plans. Mostly what I'm going to share with you are the arcs that I'm hoping to get read. I do have one book picked out for ReadARama this round, which is a weekend round happening this upcoming weekend. And so we'll talk about that. And then some buddy reads that I'm doing with several friends this month. And I'm so excited for each and every one of those, by the way. So let's talk about the arcs that I still need to get read. Some of these might be read by the time October actually hits, but these are currently on my list to read that are all publishing within the month of October. So that's why they have to be read this month. I'm trying to keep up and keep current. So first up, we've got Scandal and the Runaway Bride. This one's from a Harlequin imprint I've not read from yet, so I wanted to try it. And then we've got The Last Cowboy Christmas. Y'all know me and Cowboy Christmas things. Like, it's just a thing. It's just a mood. And then we have After Hours Redemption. This is one that deals with two people in the music industry. And then we have Any Rogue Will Do, which is a historical that looks absolutely fantastic to me. Then we have The Lost Love Song. This one I don't know too much about, but it kind of almost has this like somber tone to it. So I don't know. We'll see. I am interested in it though. And then we have Snapped by Alexa Martin. This is book 4 in her football series. I don't remember what the series is called. But they follow people on like around the same football team. And then I have Blacklisted by Jay Crownover. It's the next in the Loveless Texas series. Y'all know I love this series. And then I have The Christmas Backup Plan, another country cowboy romance. I love to see it. Then I have Crazy Stupid Romance by Lyssa Kay Adams. This is out at the end of the month. And believe me, I want to read this like right now, but I got to finish the arc I'm currently working on. And then I have The Duke Effect by Sophie Jordan. This is part of the Rogue Files. I'm hoping to at least read the first Rogue Files before I read this arc. So there's that. But those are all the arcs that I'm hoping to get read. When it comes to rereads, I'm still working through Stormlight Archive, so I'm just going to keep going with that. And then my manga jar, like, all spilled out, and I have no idea where the papers are. So I don't know what I'll reread, but I'll reread something this month. I'll look at my list and see what still needs to be reread, so we'll go from there. All right, so let's talk about ReadARama this weekend. So for that one, I'm hoping to tackle The 100,000 Kingdoms by N.K. Jemisin. I've not read any N.K. Jemisin yet. I've been told this is a good place to start if you like romance. And I've been really curious about N.K. Jemisin for a long time. So I really wanted to try this. It comes highly recommended by all of my friends who have read N.K. Jemisin. So this is going to be my project that weekend. So I'll start this come Friday and go until I finish. Whether I finish that all this weekend or not, this will be read this month. All right, so let's talk about what I plan on buddy reading. So first up, I'm going to be buddy reading 2 titles with Jenn over at the book Refuge. She'll be linked down below. All the people I buddy read with will be linked down below. And so the first one we're going to reread is Bewitching by Jill Barnett. I believe this is a historical where the woman is accused of being a witch. And then there's a duke who, I don't remember the details. I think he might think she bewitched him, but realizes very quickly that she didn't because he just had insta-love kind of feelings for her. But it's going to be fun. I'm really excited for this one. And then we're also going to buddy read Sophie Jordan's first book ever published, and that is Once Upon a Wedding Night. It says right here on the spine that it's the debut author. And this one, it's about a woman who's kind of lost everything, and so I believe it's kind of Marriage of Convenience style. But Nick is, like, very wary of the whole situation, so I think it's just going to be a really good time. And then next, I'm going to buddy read this with my friend Melanie. I love Melanie with my whole heart and soul. She will be linked down below. She used to have a YouTube channel. She's not so active on that anymore. But this is Melanie from Mel to the Any, so her Twitter will be linked down below, and her Goodreads will be linked down below. So we're going to be buddy reading Queen of the Conquered by Case and Calendar. We are both very excited for this. We love reading fantasy with representation, and obviously I'm in a fantasy mood because I've picked out 2 this month. And I'm just really excited to be doing this. We've been talking about buddy reading like all year. This year's been wild for both of us. So we're just very excited to finally have some time to buddy read together. And I'm just looking forward to it so very much. And then last but not least, I have my buddy reads I'm going to be doing with Lindsay over at Lindsay Tutt. She and I are like serial buddy readers together. We're always buddy reading something. So the ones that we're planning on buddy reading this month are The Last Wolf by Maria Hale. This is the first book in the Legend of All Wolves series. We do plan to buddy read the entire series, but this is just the first installment, so that one will get done kind of closer to the end of the month. And then we will be buddy reading the Tell It Again pick, which is The Shrike in the Shadows by Chantal Gaudry. And this is a dark Hansel and Gretel retelling, so we're both very excited for that. And the Tell It Again book club I host with April over at April Sarah. She'll likewise be linked down below because she'll most likely buddy read it with us as well. And then Lindsay and I are also going to buddy read Almost Just Friends by Jill Shalvis. She wants to explore Jill Shalvis a little bit more. I love Jill Shalvis, so we're going to buddy read one together. It's going to be a good time. And then last but not least for the buddy reads, she and I are going to buddy read All the Stars and Teeth by Adeline Grace. We feel like spooky season is the perfect time to get after this one. And I've not read it yet. I've heard good things from my friends who have read it. So I'm very curious. I'm hoping I enjoy it a whole lot. So those are the only ones that I'm going to say that I'm reading in October. But I'm going to pull a few more over that I might get to. I'm hoping. And these are just potentials just because of how I'm feeling at the moment. So let's go over those. So I have a couple of book bind-ups from the Harlequin Nocturne imprint that no longer exists and I'm a little sad about. So I'm going to have to try to hunt down old Nocturne things. So each of these have 2 novels in it. So this one has This Strange Witchery and Tamed by the She-Wolf. And then this one has Visionary Wolf and Code Wolf. And each of them are different authors. So it's 4 different authors telling paranormal stories. I love me some paranormal romance. If I don't get to these in October, I'll most likely get to them in November. More details on that coming soon. And then I would also like to do my next episode of the Black Dagger Brotherhood series. Reading vlogs where I read book 9 and book 10, which is Lover Unleashed and Lover Reborn. So I would really like to get to these in October if I can. But I'm also very much a mood reader lately. So it'll just depend on my mood. So there's a few others that might get thrown in the mix. I don't know yet. We'll just kind of see. We're going to ride the wave and see how things go. So thank you guys so much for checking out this video. I love each and every one of you. Tell me down below what you plan on reading in the month of October. And make sure you go send some love to my friends who I'm going to be buddy reading with this month. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.